Well, what I said was that America would be better off if she were deported. Let me tell you, for the past 4 years, Joe Biden and the Democrats, herself included, have facilitated the invasion of this country of 15 million illegal aliens. And what she's doing now as a sitting member of Congress is teaching illegal alien Somalis how to evade ICE. We have illegal aliens right now murdering and raping and pillaging our people with virtual impunity, and that is because of lawmakers like her who are facilitating this invasion. I think it's disgusting, but let me tell you one other thing, which is that Republicans are done playing this racist game. This doesn't intimidate us anymore. We need leaders in Washington who are going to look out for the American people, for American citizens, not for foreigner illegal aliens. And all of her actions and her comments since then suggest that she is more interested in advancing the interests of illegal aliens than she is in looking out for American citizens. And I believe that that is wrong.
So today, I want to unpack the back and forth between Representative Brandon Gill and Congresswoman Ilhan Omar. It's making waves across cable news and social media. Now, whether you agree or disagree with the way he framed it, the core concern he raised is legitimate. Should sitting lawmakers be offering guidance that helps people evade federal immigration enforcement? That question deserves real discussion, not emotional deflection. Immigration is not just a policy disagreement anymore. It's become a question of national identity, security, and how much authority federal law should have.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for holding this hearing on such an important topic. Mayor Johnson, I want to start with you. One of your first actions as mayor was establishing a deputy mayor for immigrant, migrant, and refugee rights. I want to ask you a series of questions. If you could answer with a yes or no answer, that'd be great. First of all, do you support allowing illegal aliens to obtain driver's licenses? Just yes or no?
So the city of Chicago has been a welcoming city for over 40 years.
I'll take that as a yes. Next question.
And that's the policy that we will hold to.
Do you support tax dollars subsidizing or paying for the health care of illegal aliens?
I support investments in all residents of the people of Chicago, and that's what I do.
That's a yes as well. Do you support free or reduced college for illegal aliens?
Again, I support the investments of all residents of the people of Chicago.
Take that as a yes. Next question. Do you support allowing non-citizens to vote in local elections?
Again, I'm not over the jurisdiction of that type of law, but again, I'm committed to investing in all residents of the people of Chicago.
I'll take that as a yes. I've got an article from the Chicago Sun-Times, and I'll quote here briefly. Johnson proposed, among other things, that all residents, regardless of citizenship status, be able to vote for Chicago Board of Education members. Next question. Your website states, and this is your campaign website, quote, "I will not stop fighting until abortion access is completely secure for people all over the country," end quote. Yes or no, do you support taxpayer-funded abortions for illegal aliens?
I support the reproductive rights of all people, all women.
That is a yes as well. Your mayoral transition website mentioned support for creating a Chicago Board of Education non-citizen advisory board. Again, yes or no, do you support appointing non-citizens to government advisory boards?
I was invited here today to discuss welcoming cities.
Yes or no?
I was invited here to discuss welcoming cities.
This is a yes or no
If you're interested in asking me questions about the welcoming city, I'm happy to answer those questions.
No, we're going to move on. As you know, President Trump, unlike the previous administration, has taken serious action to bring foreign criminal gangs to justice, to take our border back and to restore public safety in our communities. He designated 8 transnational criminal organizations and cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. These are groups like Tren de Aragua, MS-13, Sinaloa, other of some of the most grotesque and ruthless and brutal organizations in the world. You, as mayor of a sanctuary city, have been virtually giving favors to illegal aliens. Apparently, you support an enormous amount of taxpayer resources going to them as well. But you yourself have also received a lot of gifts. And for those of you who don't know, Mayor Johnson has a secret gift room that is not given access to the public or from for access to the office of Inspector General. I'd like to ask you a couple questions about that. Do you know everyone who's given you a gift since you became mayor?
The city of Chicago has had a policy for 40
a
years
yes or no question.
where there are individuals that would like to give gifts to
I'm
the city
reclaiming
of
my
Chicago.
time. I'm going to take that as
and we do not accept those
when
gifts.
Did you
We
become
receive
mayor?
them on
No, I'm going
behalf
to reclaim my
of
time
the city
here.
of Chicago.
You're not going to filibuster here. When did you become mayor?
I was elected mayor of the city of Chicago in April of 2023, and I was sworn in May
good.
15th
On June
of
12th,
2023.
On June 12th, 2023, you received Hugo Boss cufflinks and a personalized Mont Blanc pin. Do you know who gave you those?
So I did not receive those personally. The city of Chicago
You received those
them.
on behalf
and
of
that's
the city
right,
of Chicago.
on behalf of the city of Chicago,
I
every
understand
mayor
the difference.
in the
You know
history of Chicago who has
you know who
provided
gave those
gifts
to the city of
Chicago.
Do you know who gave those to the city of Chicago?
So again, on behalf of the city of Chicago, there
It's
are
a yes
gifts
or no
that are
question.
received, but I do not accept. Those are not my personal gifts.
You don't know.
Those are the gifts of the city of
on March
Chicago,
18th,
and that's why you are aware that they exist because they're within the
my
law.
time here, sir. On March 18th, 2024, you received a Gucci tote bag. Do you know who gave you that? Gave the city of Chicago that?
Ken, I was here and I was invited.
I'll also
to
take that
respond
as
to
no.
the
On March
questions
19th,
around
2024,
welcoming
the
city. I'm
of
happy to answer
Chicago
any of those
received
questions.
A Givenchy bag, a Kate Spade purse, and Carucci shoes. Do you know who gave the city of Chicago those?
Again, I was brought.
I'll take that as
my
a no.
energy
I'm
here
reclaiming my
to
time
respond
here, sir. I am
on behalf of the
reclaiming
city
my
of Chicago
time.
of
This
what a welcoming
raises
city
serious
ordinance
ethical
is.
concerns. You're providing an enormous amount of aid to illegal aliens, aiding and abetting criminals who have come into our country illegally. And you yourself are receiving an enormous amount of gifts, and you won't even tell us who they're coming from. That
Chairman,
raises
time is up.
serious ethical
We have
concerns.
a 5-minute rule.
Gentleman's time's
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to ask for unanimous consent to enter into the record the City of Chicago Office of Inspector General advisory concerning gifts accepted on behalf of the city.
Without objection, so ordered.
Thank you.
For years, Americans have watched politicians downplay illegal immigration, ignore enforcement, or treat the law as optional if they personally disagree with it. Add to that the humanitarian crisis at the southern border, the strain on cities and states, and the real security risks, and people have every right to ask whether lawmakers are helping or hurting efforts to restore order. So when someone like Ilhan Omar, who already has a controversial record on issues involving law enforcement and national security, is heard advising people on how to avoid ICE, even if she frames it as knowing your rights, the trust isn't exactly there. Here's the thing. This isn't just about one lawmaker. It's about the bigger question of what we expect from our elected officials. Do we want leaders who uphold immigration law consistently, even when it's politically inconvenient? Do we want transparency about what's being said behind closed doors to groups in their districts? Do we want accountability when lines are crossed? To me, the answer is yes. The country is divided enough already, and the last thing we need are policymakers helping people bypass the law or dismissing legitimate concerns as bigotry. If we want to fix the immigration system, and most Americans agree it needs fixing, the starting point is respect for the laws already in place. Without that, the conversation goes nowhere. So here's where I land on this. You can disagree with how Brandon Gill phrased things. You can think he could have chosen a better way to make his point. But the underlying issue he raised, whether lawmakers should offer guidance that helps people avoid federal enforcement, is a fair and important question. Thanks for sticking with me through this breakdown. If you got something out of it, please hit like, drop a comment with your thoughts, and of course, subscribe for more discussions like this. Take care, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next one.